Good morning to all. I am Prashant Jain, going to teach you about a pair of linear equations in two variables. Today, in part 8, we will learn how to make an equation by reading the statement and solve NCERT exercise 3.5 word problem. So, all of my near and dear ones, let's learn. In the previous section, we discussed how to solve a pair of linear equations by cross multiplication method. In this module, we will solve word problems like fraction, numerator and denominators, speed, distance and time related, area of rectangles and many others. In the first word problem, you will see that the question is on your screen and this is one of the important and interesting word problem. In this question, you will see that you have to find the fixed charges and the cost of the food per day. For this, we have to assume the fixed charge be as X rupees and the cost of the food per day be rupees Y. According to the first condition that will be highlighted, you can read that a student take food for 20 days. She has to pay rupees 1000 as hostel charges. In this 1000 rupees, there will be the fixed charge as well as the cost of food per day. As we know that we have to be pay fixed charge and that is rupees X and the cost of 20-day food that is 20Y and the total amount she has to pay that is rupees 1000 and that is our equation number first and we rearrange to find the value of X in terms of Y and let it to be the equation number 1. According to the second condition, the person B take food 26 days and she pays rupees 1180. In this again the same thing, fixed charge as well as the charges of 26 days food that is 26Y and the total amount is 1180. So this is to be the second equation. Now we continue the solution and these are the two equations that we have solved earlier. Now using the substitution method and putting the value of X from the equation first in equation second, we get on solving this equation we get the value of Y and that is 30 and that is the cost of food per day. Now we need to find the value of X. To find the value of X, we put the value of Y in equation number first. On solving, we get the value of X is 400. That means we conclude that the fixed charges are rupees 400 and the cost of the food is rupees 30 per day. This is one of the interesting problem and there are many other problems like this. Now we are moving towards the next part. And the next part is on your screen and that is the fraction problem. As we have solved earlier the fraction problem, you can read the question while we have solved the fraction problem earlier. In the fraction problem there are the two things. The first thing is the numerator that will be letter X and another is denominator and that is Y. And we know that the fraction is X upon Y and there is a condition that Y cannot be equals to 0. So now read the first condition. In the first condition, a fraction becomes 1 upon 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. It means just we have to subtract 1 from the numerator and we have the numerator as x. So after subtracting we get x minus 1 and the denominator is as it is, and the fraction becomes 1 upon 3. Now we have to do the cross multiplication. After cross multiplication we will get this equation that will see on your screen. On rearranging we get the value of y in terms of x and let it be the equation number 1. Now according to the second condition, and what the second condition says? Second condition says that when we add 8 to the denominator, means nothing to do with the numerator, so numerator is same. When we add 8 to the denominator, it will become, yes, y plus 8, and the fraction is definitely 1 upon 4. On cross multiplication we will get this, and this is the second equation. So we have the two equations from the condition which we have read. Now these are the two equations which we have framed after reading in the second part. Now I am to solve these two equations, and definitely I am going to solve this equation by substitution method and putting the value of y from first equation in equation number 2. So now let's see. On rearranging, shifting the x, we get the value of x, that is 5. So we need the value of y also. For y we need to put the value of x is equal to 5 in equation number 2. So y is equals to 3 into 5 minus 3, that is 15 minus 3, and that is 12. Actually there is some typo error. We have put the value of x is in equation number 1 and the value of y we get 12. So the fraction is x upon y and our answer is 5 upon 12. So this is something about the fraction problem, and the fraction problem is also very easy. As you see, now time to move towards the next question, and you will see the next question, that is you can read from your screen, and that is again a very good question. Actually these all the questions are straightforward questions. In this question we have to find the number of questions that were in the question paper, and if they are the questions, so definitely if anyone attempted, there may be a right questions as well as the wrong questions. So let the right number of questions be x and the wrong questions as y. According to the first condition, we see that 3 marks for each right answer and 1 marks deducted for each wrong answer. It means whatever we get, that is credit, and whatever we lose, that is debit. If we get 3 marks for each right answer and number of right answers be x, so the total marks become 3x, and as we know that 1 marks deducted, therefore it will be minus 5, and the total marks is 40, and that is the first condition. Now let us see the second condition. In the second condition, the number of questions are same, but the marking is changed. How? 4 marks for each correct answer, and the number of correct answers be x, so the marks we will get is 4x, and 2 marks not deducted, so minus 2y, because the wrong questions be y, and we get how many marks? That is 50, and let it be the second equation. We have the two equations, and we have to solve these two equations. We can use any of the method. Now I am using this using elimination method here, writing the both equations together, and as we see that the y coefficient of y is same with the sign is also same, so need to change the sign of the second equation of subtracting the equation 2 from 1. After changing the sign we get minus plus. That's why if we are doing the solution, these two cancel with each other, and minus here also. 3x minus 2x become x, and 40 minus 25 become 15. So the value of x is 15 we have, Now put the value of x is equal to 15 in equation number 1, and equation number 1 is, sorry, I'm going to put this in equation number 2. Again, this is by mistake. 2 into 15 minus y is equal to 25. So on calculation, we get the value of y, that is 5. And we need to find the number of questions, and the number of questions are x and y plus the y, because right questions x and the wrong questions are y, and that makes the total number of questions, and the total number of questions are 20. Now moving towards the next question, and the next question you will see on your screen, and that after reading this question you will find that this question is speed, distance and time related question, and these questions are most important questions. Actually, this question is also very important question. So what we need to do doing the assumptions, as we need to find the speed of two cars, as you see. So first of all, let the car starting from A be x kilometer per hour. You will see simultaneously A on your screen by the green. Let the speed of car starting from B be y kilometer per hour. You also see the point B on your screen. And both the cars after traveling meet at the point C. It means you will see that there is 3 point A, B, C on your screen. A is the point for the first car, B is the point for the second car, and C is the meeting point. Now we need to find the distance covered by both the cars in 5 hours. Actually, the time is given to us, that is 5 hours. Both the cars are moving in the same direction till 5 hours. And we know that the formula of finding the distance is speed into time. As we have let the speed as x and the time as 5 hours, so the distance traveled by the car A is 5x kilometer. For the next car traveling from B point to the C point, speed is y, time is 5, so the distance is 5y, and the distance from A to B is 100 kilometer. Now on rearranging the equations, we get 5x. You will see that the total distance from A to C is 5x, and that will be equal to distance AB plus BC. Distance AB is 100 and distance BC is 5y. So we have the first equation, that is 5x is equal to 100 plus 5y. After dividing this equation by 5, we get x is equals to 20 plus y, and let it to be the first equation. Now moving towards the second condition, and the second condition, the car travels in the opposite direction for 1 hour. It means one car is from A, another car is from B. They are moving towards each other and meeting at the point D, that you will see by the black dots on your screen. So distance covered is also, I am repeating the same thing, speed into time. Speed is x kilometer per hour. Second car speed is y kilometer per hour. They move for 1 hour. So the 1 into x is x and the 1 into y is y. And the total distance is 100 kilometer. According to the second condition, x plus y means AD plus DB is equals to 100, and that is the second equation. Now substituting equation first in equation 2, substitute method I am using here. We get y plus 20 plus y. You can use any other of method like elimination or cross multiplication, whatever. We get the value of y, that is 40. And to need to find the value of x, so we need to substitute the value of y is equal to 40 in equation first, and the first equation is this, x is equals to 20 plus 40. We can say that 20 plus y, so the value of x becomes 60, and the speed of car from A is 60 km per hour, and the speed of the car from B is 40 km per hour. Now moving towards the next question, and I think this is the last question of this exercise, or today's last question. The area of rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units if its length is reduced by 5 units. You can read the remaining question by yourself. What we need to find? we need to find the dimensions of the rectangle. And dimensions of the rectangles means length and breadth. So we have to be assume that length of the rectangle is x unit and the breadth of the rectangular is y unit. And we know that the area is length into breadth. So area becomes x into y square units. Now from the first condition that you will see, if we reduce length by 5 unit and the length is x unit we have, so after reducing it by 5 unit we get x minus 5, as well as the breadth is increased by 3 units, breadth we have y, after increasing it by 3 unit we have it y plus 3. So area got reduced by 9 square units from the original one, and the original area of rectangle is xy. So now the area becomes xy minus 9. On doing the multiplication on the left hand side, we get this equation, and we see that on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side xy are there, so they can cancel with each other. After cancelling with each other, we have the equation, that is 3x minus 5y is equal to 6. So now see the second condition. What is the second condition? In this second condition, we have to be increase the length by 3 unit. As we know that the length is x unit. So after increasing it, we have x plus 3. Breadth is y, and breadth is also increasing by 2 unit. So definitely it will be, yes, you are correct, y plus 2. And the area changes, that will increase by 67 square units. It means area becomes xy plus 67. On solving these two equations, again xy cancel with each other and the remaining equations is this. So now multiply equation first by 2 and equation 2 by 3 and then subtract. It means we are using elimination method here. And after multiply equation first by 2 we get this equation. After multiplying by 3 in the equation number 2 we get this equation, and definitely coefficient of x is same with the sign is same, so we have to be change the sign of the second equation. So x cancel with each other, and the remaining thing you can find the value of y directly, and that is 9. Now put this value of 9 equation first, we get the value of x, and that is 17. So now we have the value of x and y. X is the length of rectangle and the y is the breadth of rectangle, and that are 17 units and 9 units respectively. In next video, we learn how to find value of k or a or b, any of these three values present in equation with variables x and y for the condition unique solution. Till friend, bye bye. Keep